Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and I apologize ahead of time if my voice sounds scratchy or whatever. I'm still taking medication, and it fucks up my voice. So, I decided to rewatch this Philadelphia 76ers versus New York Knicks game, and I'm gonna be honest with you boys, the Knicks are a fucking mess. Being a New Yorker, I don't talk about the Knicks on this channel as much as I'd like to. But holy shit, have I never seen a team fall off a cliff the way the Knicks have. Okay, the Knicks are 12th in the East right now. I believe their record is 25-35. They are 15th in defense and 25th in offense. And I'm watching this game against Philadelphia, and there are so many glaring issues with the Knicks that I really wonder if they're going to be able to fix all of this in the offseason. The first thing that definitely needs to happen is there needs to be a coaching change. I understand last year was very good. They went 41-31 last year. They finished 4th in the East, made the playoffs. Okay, last year was very good. And some of the things that have happened, I guess you can't entirely blame on the Knicks front office. They signed Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. Those signings didn't work out like they had anticipated. Kemba Walker's not going to play another game for the Knicks. They're probably going to trade him in the offseason. They're not going to buy him out, so they're definitely going to trade him to somebody in the offseason. And then we get to Julius Randle. Julius Randle is not exactly been a model citizen for the Knicks this year. I will say that. His body language has been shit. Tom Thibodeau's body language has been shit. I watch this team play, and there are so many fucking question marks, man. Like, they need shooting. They need a point guard. Okay, somebody who's actually going to run the fucking offense, who can actually bring the ball up the court without turning it over. And I think they have that in Emmanuel Quickley. It's just, do they care enough to start him at point guard? I don't know. Like, do you want to, give him up providing your bench depth, to run point? I don't know, but at this point, it seems like a pretty good idea if you're running RJ Barrett at fucking point guard. I just don't understand it. For example, Julius Randle is, I think top 5 right now in the league in total turnovers, and yet they continue to let Julius Randle bring the ball down the court. He's shooting mid-range jumpers like shit this year, and they still are allowing Julius Randle to come down the floor and do these stupid fucking isolation mid-range jump shot plays. They have, nothing going to the basket. I will say that, everything with the Knicks offense is like a screen and pop. It's not a screen and roll, and they're paying heavily for it. They're not creating mismatches. Even when Julius Randle gets a mismatch, he's not going to it. For example, they just ran a screen, or a screen for Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, and it switched James Harden onto Julius Randle. Julius Randle should be backing him down in the paint. I'm sorry, on James Harden? I don't get it. Julius Randle has become obsessed with taking jump shots, and they're not falling. Okay, he's shooting 42% from the field this year, 30% from 3. He's one of the league leaders in turnovers. Okay, I mean, I don't want to say trade Julius Randle. I really don't, because I don't think that's the answer after you just sign him to a max contract and he had that crazy season last year. But I can understand why Knick fans are calling for it. He's been kind of a loose cannon a little bit with things that he's said. He's done things during games like the thumbs down thing or whatever to the Knicks fans or whatever. I just don't understand it. I feel like Julius Randle's a guy who one day wants to be a Knick and then the next day he doesn't. And as far as him and Tom Thibodeau, it needs to go. They literally, when the Knicks play, I watch their offense, and it's whoever offense. Their offense is, see who the fuck can get a shot at the basket. And they're not even good shots. They're ill-advised shots. There's no shit. There's literally like nothing being created on offense. You know, they're not setting screens. Nobody's rolling to the basket. And if they are setting screens, they're screening pops. I mean, you can't run an offense in the NBA and run screen and pops all game and expect to win just shooting jump shots and getting no shots at the rim. You know, so I really don't know what the direction of the Knicks here is. You know, they got RJ Barrett's extension coming up this offseason, which I would assume is priority number one because RJ Barrett's been the bright spot for this team. He's the best player on the Knicks at the moment. I would assume that's priority, but it's just, I've never seen a team fall off so hard in such a short amount of time. You know, the Knicks need shooting. I get it. The Evan Fournier contract didn't work out like they had expected. He seems to be playing pretty well this game. But, Julius Randle, once again, on Friday against Miami, shot 2 of 15. Sometimes I watch Julius Randle play, and his offense is the most careless thing I've ever fucking seen. So, I don't know, man. The Knicks have a lot of issues. They need shooting. They need a point guard who's going to run the fucking offense. They clearly need a coaching change or, a coach who's going to run some type of offense. I get the defense is important, but, Thibs, you got to put points on the board if you want to fucking win, my guy. So, I just don't know. It's sad because as a New Yorker, I want to see the Knicks do well. I feel like basketball is better when the Knicks are good. And just this year, man, none of their signings have worked out. The coaching is abysmal. The body language is even abysmal. They traded for fucking Cam Reddish and don't play him. You know what I'm saying? They traded a first round pick for Cam Reddish and they do not play him. When he was in Atlanta, he was getting, 20, 23, 25 minutes a game or something like that. I could be wrong. But he plays for the Knicks now, and he's a fucking bench warmer. And Cam Reddish is a promising young player. He plays defense. He can shoot the three. Get him out there. Let him experience some shit. Okay? I'm not going to lie. When the Knicks traded for Cam Reddish, I was like, okay, Cam Reddish is a big deal. I was under the assumption they were going to start him at the three. And they never did that. Or, I thought he was going to play some part in the starting lineup or something like that, or be the sixth man or something. It's not even that. So, I don't know, man. I don't understand what the purpose was of giving up that first round pick for Cam Reddish if you're not going to play him. So, a lot of questions to be answered about the Knicks this offseason. And with how bad this team is playing, the Knicks were my favorite to get Bradley Beal. They were going to have a shit ton of cap space. And I was like, okay, well, they could use that to maybe drag in a big name free agent like Bradley Beal that would, provide shooting, scoring, all that stuff that this team is really missing, like a dominant scorer. And now, if I'm Bradley Beal, I don't want to come to this fucking shit show where the offense has no purpose and, the defense is falling off a cliff. The transition defense is really fucking bad. I will say that. But yeah, man, definitely the Knicks are a mess, and they need to figure it out, and they have a lot of things that need to be answered. And the most concerning one to me is not even the coaching. To me, it's Julius Randle. Does Julius Randle want to be a Knick or not? You know what I'm saying? That's what me as a New Yorker, I find myself asking, because the way he plays, at least this year, it looks fucking careless. So, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. This has been the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.